So I'm just switching over, I'm taking the INJORA greens and I'm switching over to the Revolt. This is a medium for the rear of Spidey. I've been having okay crawling experience with the INJORA greens, but they are a little bit soft. They just act a little bit soft for Spidey. And we've got some Revolt 3D printed, so we're going to give them a go. Everything about this switch over has been fine. I've done the other three, but you do have to wrestle with that to get it into the insert. It's okay, you just got to, you know, make sure it's all nice and square and then feed it in. But while that can be a bit of a pain, it does mean that this isn't shifting about on the rim, and the way Revolt design the join between these two, there's like a concave, and whatever the opposite of a concave is there, and it just means that they do not slip about. So I guess we'll be out in the field testing these the next time you see me. So as you can see, the 3D inserts from Revolt go together really well. I'm up the woods with my buddy Rui from Roos RC Adventures. He's got the Mauler out with him today on another 3D printed insert with the Deepwoods. He's brought it up to have a go today, and I can tell you from what we've seen already, the Deepwoods are absolutely working on the Mauler. That'll be a 2.2 Deepwood, of course, but they've been doing really well. So we're going to give the Revolt 3D printed inserts. I got a really good feel about them. Like, we talk about bench feel all the time, and you know, the way they feel in the hand, they felt really good. Does that matter? I guess we'll see. The first obstacle we're going to try is the twins. Let's just see if I can get in a position that takes me through and avoids putting the stack in the equation. So I just need to hug that side a little bit more. There we go, and we go clean through the middle. That's the easiest anything has ever gone through there, Rui. That's the easiest anything has ever gone through. Have a go with that. Obviously the Mauler just nails it. The Mauler. On the Deepwoods. Yeah, on the Deepwoods and the squid inserts today. Right, now I've driven the XHX pins through this hole before on silicons and other stuff. You have to hug that side a bit because of the stack. It's nothing big. That's just ridiculously easy now, isn't it? And the only thing that's changed there, guys, is that I'm on the light carbon wheels. I think the light carbons might have been through as well, but the only thing that's really changed there is the Revolt inserts. Yeah, I've got soft in the front and medium in the rear. Now I do have a super soft, so I could go soft in the rear and super soft in the front. But I'd say for Spidey's weight and this setup, they're about perfect.
That's really good. Really good. No.
Lovely, isn't they?
That's the nicest foam. That's the nicest foam I've seen you have on that one.
Yeah, definitely. This might be the nicest 3D printed insert I've ever had in my hands. Like, the bench feel, they feel super progressive. Really impressed. So I don't know whether you heard that, guys, but Rui has just said that this is the best insert combination he's ever seen on any of my rigs. It just seems to be absolutely perfect. So this is with a medium in the rear. These are specifically printed for the XHX pin. For the weight of Spidey and everything, I would say that these are absolutely on the money. The footage that we're looking at now is something that you don't usually see from me, but I do film. So this is 120 frames per second. slowed down 4 times. So we got 4 times slow motion. I do this so that I can see everything working. I film as close as I can. I try to make sure that I can see what the shocks are doing, what the tyres are doing, where they're grabbing, etc. This really helps me to try to decipher what is going on within the rig. So we will get to some rocks, guys, and later on in the video, this combo absolutely nails a line that I have been trying to do for a long time. Just to the right of the line that you'll see coming up, Spidey can do, but there's a line where he can only just get his right hand wheel to a ledge, and previously there wasn't enough of something for Spidey to be able to do it. So it's worth staying for the duration of the video just to see that. It blew me away. Rue was absolutely surprised. His Mauler has got much more reach than Spidey, and even the Mauler struggles a little bit to get the climb that Spidey pulls off later on. As you know, we do a lot of woodland crawling, and over the time that I've been crawling up at this location, it's really been a shame to see the going back to the soil of the trees that we crawl on here. When I first visited this place with Rui, this is one of Rui's spots. It was these trees were a lot more intact, and they really have started to degrade. But you know, it makes the crawling even more. What's the word I'm looking for? It makes it dynamic, I guess would be a good word, a good descriptor. This particular climb does require a bit of a pop now, where when the tree hadn't deteriorated as much as it has there, that you used to be able just to crawl over that lip, but now it needs a pop. And you'll see that I have a couple of goes at this, but I have been to this spot recently with Spidey and Gladys, and this was almost impossible to get over, if not impossible at times. And as you can see, even with this setup, we do struggle, but we were getting a lot of grip from the XHX combo, you know, with the Revolt inserts there. So great job, Spidey. Let's go and see if we can find something else to do. So this is an obstacle rather, that I have climbed a lot of times. With a little bit more ground clearance, you can actually pull to the left. And I think if I'd have stayed in there, I probably would have been able to drag myself up. But this was a good opportunity to see what positionability was like. And as you could see there, I just pointed the truck where I wanted it to go, and it dragged itself over and made the pull. This is a really tricky climb. If you're too wide or too narrow, you don't make it. And if your foams or 3D printed inserts are too firm or too soft, you can find yourself either not making it, or you can find yourself in trouble. I wanted to slow crawl this as much as possible today, so as you can see there, I'm just trying to search for grip by steering very gently. Something I've learned, if you like manhandle the steering, it can pop you straight off of a rock or a tree or whatever it is that you're climbing. I'm just maintaining throttle and searching about for grip, and there we go. Spidey makes what isn't an impossible climb by any stretch, but that is tricky. We're getting into some really difficult spots here, guys. The lines that I'm doing with the inserts really are known knowns. We've crawled these lines a lot of times We know what works and what doesn't work. And something that I was finding out here was that with the stacks on the back of Spidey's shell there, that you can find yourself with a little bit of resistance. So that is something that I'm going to have to bear in mind once the stacks are fitted to Spidey's new shell. There are some new bits coming to Spidey. Oh, this is side hill. I wanted to see how well the sides of the 3D printed inserts held up, and I stayed in there. I knew it wasn't going to be able to pull round because Spidey's not optimised for side hill with this setup. We've got no weight in the wheels at all, and obviously we've got a tall shell with stacks attached to it. We've got a lot of high up weight, but I just wanted to see how well the Revolt inserts did on the side hill. And I have to say, well, no, I don't have to say, I paid for this stuff, guys. But I really, really do feel like they were doing the things that they're supposed to do. Spidey at in this current configuration is around 2.6 kilos. So just I thought I'd better mention that just to give you an idea. Oh, look at that pull. Wow. That's a really, really tricky line, that, guys. And Spidey just absolutely nailed it there. This one's really tricky. You see where the back wheel is on that rock? Quite often, once you're there, you just can't pull that. Like, there's no way up. I'm trying to make a pull to the left here, but it seems like the optimal, I think maybe if I'd have stayed in it, but because of the shifting, like the raised centre of gravity at the moment, I'm not getting enough pull down to get that left hand pull. So I steer to the right. Again, the positionability, that helps us to get the left hand wheel up and then over. And then once that's up there, we just use a little bit of speed to get ourselves up. Not getting a lot of grip from the front tyres. This isn't the line I normally pull here, guys. I usually pull that line to the left. And there we go. We just use a little bit of speed to get ourselves up there. So here we are, guys. This is it. This rock I will climb to the right-hand side of Spidey there. More often than not, it will go up depending on the wheel and tyre combo. But this pull right here, I've only seen the vehicle that Rui drives, the Mauler, pull this. Like, being out that far onto that edge, as you can see, this is such a knife edge to get it. You have to get that right hand wheel just tipped in over that ledge, and then you'll see me manipulating the steering ever so gently just to try and get a bit of a pull. When we're talking about pulling a line, this is what we're on about. We're using the servo to pull the vehicle up. Oh my goodness. Great job, Spidey. I had a big smile on my face. Both Rui and myself were shocked at that. So there we go, guys. We've made pulls today that we've never made before. Conditions could be optimal, but we have had some rain. There's a lot of crap on the floor, and Spidey seems to have been doing the things really, really well today on the Revolt inserts and the XHX pins. I've got nothing else to add, really. The stack that my buddy Ed from the 404 chat has been out for a durability test. I think I'd like to drop it down lower, but this has taken a beating today, and yeah, no issues at all with that. I've had a really good time. You'll have seen some shots from Rui's Mauler, from Rui's RC Adventures. Link down below to Rui's channel if you're into maulers, especially modified maulers with cap axles and decent servos and whatnot. Yeah, there'll be some footage there that you've seen. That thing has really done well on deepwoods and 3D printed inserts today. I want to check in my videos. I want to start checking in on you. How are you today? I'm not talking to everybody, I'm talking to you. If you feel like you just want to talk to some random bloke off the internet who does videos about toy cars, message me and I'll be happy to listen to you. I won't try to give you advice that I think might work or anything. If I know what works for me, I might offer that, but I'm not here to tell you how to fix things. But sometimes it just helps chatting to people, doesn't it? Thank you very much for all the positive responses to the last video, the 404 Canyon meetup video. That's had really good response. Loads of you have commented on the video and stuff, and I'm really grateful for all the interaction that video's had. It was brilliant. Meeting Jamie, the Eds, and Lee and that, brilliant. Hopefully we'll see a few more of you next year. It'd be nice, really nice to meet you all. So that's it for this one. I'm going to wrap it up. I have got a episode 4 of RC Mail Time coming, where I show you all the Revolt stuff. If you haven't already seen that video, that video might have already been out, but if not, go and check that out. I'll post a link to that as well. So from me and Spidey and Rui and the Mauler, I'm going to say goodbye for now. And remember guys, no matter the question, masturbation is always the answer. No, it's not. I'll get demonetised. Love is always the answer. Bye for now. I mean, that is self-love, right? It's a form of self-care, isn't it? Emptying one's thunder blasters.